In episode 505, Ryan and Jose talk about the state of the podcast, as well as some Barker-related news. This is the Clive Barker Podcast, where longtime fans Ryan and Jose interview guests, bring you the news, and take deep dives into Barker-related stuff. This episode is sponsored by Don Bertram's Celebrate Imagination. Don Bertram is a longtime friend of Clive and advocate of his art, but Don's unique and inspiring paintings are for sale, and over 50% of the proceeds go to the Arts and Medicine program at the Texas Children's Cancer Center. There's even a paver in Washington, D.C. representing Celebrate Imagination. We're thrilled that this worthy cause is sponsoring our podcast again this year, and we hope that you'll consider looking over his Pinterest page and commissioning a painting of your own. For commissions, Don requires no money down, and there will be no obligation on your part. You can also head over to the Etsy shop to buy one of his books, like A Chimney Sweep's Tale, Celebrate Imagination, or The Imaginaries. Follow the link in the show notes, or click on the side banner, and let's see what's new with Don Bertram today. Take a look at Don's most recent paintings, Rescue Puppy X, Togetherness, and Fawns 1 and 2 on his Facebook page, link in the show notes. Let's welcome our other sponsor, Ed Martinez, and his YouTube channel. Lots of great special effects videos and Barker-related content. What's the latest from Ed? Please go over to Ed's page and take a look at his most recent short about the new puzzle box configurations from the 2022 Hellraiser movie. Hey, if you want to help us out, support us on Patreon at patreon.com/BarkerCast589. Our subscribers will get exclusive access to content not available anywhere else, like our Collector's Corner video series, rare Barker videos, and early behind-the-scenes stuff. Our supporters get to help us choose episode topics and even join us on the podcast. Our supporters also get access to the exclusive channel in our Discord server. We'll be forever grateful if you consider helping us out and subscribing to our Patreon. We owe everything to this circle of magicians, so let's give a shout out to our Patreon supporters and see what's new on Patreon. Coming soon, an extended talk with Pete Atkins, and we're going to thank our patrons live, so I get to include Jose in that. All right, well, welcome to episode 505, and this is a little bit, and good afternoon, or good morning, I guess. Good morning, Jose, or is it afternoon? It's an afternoon.
It's afternoon for me. It's 1 p.m. Hi, Ryan. How are we doing?
Good. It's 9:06 now. And it's this is a news episode and a little bit of a sort of a state of the podcast episodes. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about. But
That's
first, we want to thank our Patreon members. So, of course, we've got David Anderson, Eric Vanderholt, Daniel Elvin, Amanda Stewart, Bradley Gartz, Matthew Batten, and two new members, Bennett Raingold and Jesse. So thank you guys. We really appreciate it, and you're going to find out in a minute how crucial all this stuff is.
Yeah. Thank you for joining our Patreon. It really keeps the lights on for the podcast.
And speaking of keeping the lights on, so we had a little bit of a crisis with the website, and it started out with I'd been getting these messages for the past 2 years, because we have a plugin that posts our blog posts to Apple News, and
That's right.
it's been down for 2 years because it needs PHP to be updated from 7.4 to 8 point whatever, 8 point, the newest one.
Right. And we're talking about the WordPress platform that we run on.
So this is on our website. It's a WordPress.org website. You have to upload everything yourself, and WordPress.com is all online streaming kind of a thing, but WordPress.org, you have to build things yourselves, and it's a little bit different. The reason is because our theme, which is called Bucket, hasn't been updated since 2021. And I bought it, I spent $80 on it back then. And I had to upload it using FTP. I couldn't just click on it to download it like a lot of the other themes that are in the store. And so, for a long time and it works kind of perfectly for our website because it has places to include embedded videos or an embedded audio. Mm-hmm. And so what we've learned through the course of this, right, is that there's a type of theme called post format, And that's where right. you have this featured image. That's the main thing about post format is the featured image, right? Because in the past on WordPress, you put the photo at the top of the body, right? But right. In post format, you have a featured image area, and you also have an area for embedded audio and an area for embedded video, and it decides which one to put up depending on whether you say it's an audio post or a video post.
That's right.
Yeah, and so it turns out that type of blog is sort of not used anymore.
Yeah, it's been deprecated and in the latest updates of WordPress. And as such, they use blocks now instead of CSS or HTML or whatever they did. And so being deprecated, all of a sudden our front page was not looking right? I mean, the embedded codes for YouTube weren't showing up.
Well, it's that not quite. It's like, so we had two issues. One, PHP hadn't been updated in years. And two, because the theme was old, and I was not able to update it, that malware was starting to creep into our website. Yeah. And so I'd been also getting messages in email from our host saying that, hey, there's issues with your website, check to see if it works and call us and stuff. And so I thought, all right, well, maybe it's time to get a new theme, and so I went in there and I started messing with it a little bit, and all of a sudden the malware just sort of took over and it crashed the site, and I couldn't log in, and it had fatal errors. And it was because I think that was a combination of malware and the PHP not matching up with the newer themes and stuff.
Right.
So I went back and forth online on the phone with the web hosts and having them downgrade the PHP and upgrade and downgrade and upgrade. And so all week in the evenings this week, I've been on the phone with them, trying to get the website back. And then I had the call. Then they put me in touch with security, which I could only talk to during business hours on East Coast time. So I had to get up at 5:30 in the morning one day, and they were scheduled to call me at 5:30, and they didn't. And so I called them. And then they charged me $216, which they say was a discount because we're not a business, we're a blog and, podcast hobby thing. So it was going to be $260, but they brought it down to $216. And that's going to be every year on top of the hosting that we already have, which is another $200. So it's like our website's now $420 or something like that a year. And so I paid for this site lock thing. They ran a scan. Scan takes hours, right? So then I go back to work, and everything they were always scanning the website, and I'd have to check back the next day, which is why our website was down for a whole week. Mm-hmm. But eventually, finally, after all of this time, the website was clean, but it was still broken. Like the directory structure was all messed up, so you couldn't install themes anymore. And so last night I called them again and had them fix the directory structure so that I could install themes. And the themes, you and I both
tried. We were working.
We were testing all these newer themes so that our website could be up to date again. And they all looked terrible. And they all lost all of our podcast and video and stuff.
That's right.
And in fact, one of those themes, the last one that we were on, was called Small Biz. And that one also destroyed the website, and that was the last one that brought our website down.
It looked totally different. It wouldn't really the format was all off, and also the links to the embedded players for audio and video were not showing up for some of those. So since we have more than 1,000 posts, we were like, oh my God, do we have to go back and fix all of them by hand? So,
and I've done that before. When we switched to this bucket theme, I did that all by hand. But back then, it was, that was 4 years ago, and it was maybe 400 posts or something.
Yeah.
But 1,000 is insane. And so anyway, I had them set the PHP back to 7.4. And I said, I'm just going to do the bucket theme for right now. And we're going to have to worry about the future And how are we going to update this website? And we might need professional help, like with coding and stuff, to be able to emulate what the post format does for us. And so if we ever switch to another theme, which I'd be all right with another theme that looks, more modern and a little newer and stuff, if it still works the same way and we don't have to spend hours.
Because we'd hate to have posts that used to lead to special video episodes just show up with a header image and then having no link whatsoever to click and go through to YouTube. Yeah. That would be a blog post that people would be confused about. Like, why, what's this episode? Where's the episode? So,
and so we would have to go in and find the embed code and put it into the body of each one of those posts, which sounds pretty daunting.
Yeah. Or people could go to our YouTube channel and look for the episode themselves there, but that's an extra step for the listener.
Yeah. Yeah, right. And all of our episodes are on audio, and at this point, within the last couple of years, about half of them are video also. Mm-hmm. But even the audio only ones are still on YouTube. And so where we're at right now is now our website costs twice as much as it used to because of the security measures.
Right.
Yeah. And so
but the website is up now. It works fine because you reverted it back to the 7 point something platform, PHP, which I'm not knowledgeable of, but it looks great now. It's working right now, but yes, it's going to be a problem in the future.
Yeah. I don't know if all the plugins are working because some of them might need, might have been updated, and require the 8 point something PHP. So I'll have to go through and make sure that the plugins aren't crashing anything.
But so one of the main reasons that we're starting this episode today is kind of like a save our site, because unfortunately we're getting to that point where even with Patreon, the expenses are becoming, they're not covered by Patreon right now since we only have a few patrons. But so what are we thinking about, Ryan?
Well, I'm also planning on cutting back on a few expenses because I'm still paying for Roll20 and D&D Beyond and don't need those. But when I paid this $216, it brought our podcast account down to like $23, I think is what we had left. Yeah. Everything's on auto pay, so that got a little scary because I don't want to get overdrawn.
Right.
That made me think, well, you know what? I never really learned how to pull money out of the Patreon. It's just been piling up in there. So I got money out of there, and so we're doing all right for right now. But we're still the lowest we've been in a long, since we started. And so I think we've gone, 2 years since we've done a Kickstarter, maybe 3.
Yeah, I think the last one was the
9.
Fundraiser 10.
No,
9?
10 was launching Patreon. So 9 was the last Kickstarter.
Yep.
So yeah, we got a lot of stuff. I pulled out my tub full of things that have been left over from previous Kickstarters, and we've got people that are considering donating things to us. And friends of the podcast. Yeah, and so we'll keep you posted on that, but we're expecting to have this Kickstarter up by Monday, Labor Day. So, I have that day off from work, so that gives me extra time to work on it. And Jose's already kind of put together a logo, and we might have that here. You might be able to see that on our blog image here. Yeah,
I was thinking about maybe coming up with a T-shirt design to celebrate the 500th anniversary, but we're still kind of jogging for ideas on that front. If anybody got any suggestions they want to send over,
or any artists out there that have an idea that's something they might want to contribute, that would be cool.
I would like this T-shirt to be done originally without any use of any sort of AI. So just need some ideas here.
And so something else I was thinking about, because we have Patreon and Kickstarter, and this is the first year we've ever done them together, that we can also have reward tiers that have like gifted Patreon membership. Because Patreon members are able to join in the podcast, or come up with ideas for episodes. and those used to be Kickstarter tiers, Kickstarter reward tiers. So we can combine those and give people, gifted Patreon membership.
That's something we can do on Patreon, right?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Yep. That's kind of where we're at. You can expect that to come up on Monday, and I think that we'll have even a bigger audience for the Kickstarter than the past because we have a bigger presence on Reddit than we did in previous years.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Reddit and, other platforms, and we got our
Discord.
group. Yeah, Discord.
I don't know if you've noticed, but all the Clive Barker Facebook groups, the one that's just called Clive Barker has been getting a lot of posts lately.
Oh, yeah?
It used to be really quiet, but now that one is kind of like the big one that people are posting on.
I'm not sure which one that is because I'm on so many, but
it's just
some of them
the one
usually
that just
don't have.
is called Clive Barker.
Okay, I'll have to look into it. I guess I've been kind of out of it since last episode. Like I explained, I'm in between jobs now, so I've been kind of like taking this week to do a lot of coming to terms with that and finding other opportunities. And so, I didn't have a lot of time to help Ryan while he was trying to fix the website, but I did try to install a few themes here and there and stuff.
Yeah. And when I picked up where you left off, I kept on testing. I'm like, okay, I'm going to test all of the themes that we have that are already saved in here. And when I got to the one called Small Biz, that one destroyed our website. I don't know what the deal was with that one. But that was kind of the last final thing where I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to keep doing this. I'm not going to keep on testing these themes until I find one that works like ours, because none of them seem to work like ours.
That's right. And I like the way our website looks with that orange color and the white. Yeah. I've just gotten used to that. I don't know how much longer we're going to go on, but if it can, if it can stay this way for another couple of years, I think that would be enough.
Well, and also there is a website from Libsyn that just posts all of our podcast episodes, but we would lose all of the other blog content that we have. We don't want that. Reviews and stuff that's only videos that's not in the podcast feed. All of that would be gone.
Special episodes and articles and stuff. We want to keep that stuff up as much as possible, because that represents the legacy of our podcast. That represents all the people who worked with us in the past, all the work that you, I, and Rob and other people have been putting into those articles. So we'd like to keep that up as long as possible.
I also went back and looked at the Tumblr, because I haven't looked at that in years.
Oh.
And for some reason, the Tumblr stopped at episode 491.
Oh, so weird. Maybe some plugin stopped working.
I don't know. Yeah. Well, I thought Tumblr comes from the podcast feed, like the RSS. So I don't know what the deal is with.
Maybe something broke. That's the problem with having a podcast for so long. Yeah. We've been doing this for so long that we're starting to get things where it's like you got to update these platforms and stuff, and I even forgot that we were on Tumblr. I kind of forgot that too.
Yeah.
Because I usually don't go to Tumblr. I don't even have an account there, I think. But
and it's like, Tumblr still exists, because it's kind of like MySpace or Blogger. It's an old timey thing.
Well, Blogger, Blogger was Blogspot. Yeah, that still exists. I think. That's one of the things that. But anyway, so we are trying to.
Well, MySpace still exists. It's just nobody wants to go there anymore.
Yeah, they try to revamp that place into like a music band, kind of like social media, but it didn't really work. But anyway, so we're asking you guys to help save our site again. We're once again asking you to contribute to our Kickstarter, and I think we still have a lot inside of us to provide a few more episodes for a few more years.
And so, for people that don't know, if you're looking at what kind of rewards we can offer, it's actually a lot of cool Clive Barker collectible stuff.
Yeah.
So you'll see like books and movies and stuff like that you get just because we have extras of things, or leftovers from previous Kickstarters and all kinds of stuff, and things that people donate.
That's right. Yeah. There's a lot of generous people out there who continue helping us stay on the air. And posters. Yeah, absolutely. We've got a lot of stuff.
And mugs.
Yeah.
We can move on to the news, right?
Yeah. So there are some little bits of news that we found today, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that when we had Barbie Wilde on, she kind of teased this to us, that she's going to be in a movie called Bloodstream, and they're putting together a Kickstarter to get the movie going.
Yeah, she announced that on Facebook, right? I think it was yesterday as we were recording this.
I think she also talked to us about it when we had her on.
Sure, but now Hellbound Media is going to be at an event. They published their poster for Bloodstream, so upcoming horror anthology.
Yeah.
This Friday, as we record this, it was yesterday, I guess. This Friday, New Voices in Welsh Horror, looks like a festival somewhere in Wales, will be screening one of the segments, Fox and the Hen. And so apparently...
Is it an anthology movie?
It is an anthology movie.
Oh, okay.
And we've linked you guys to the announcement for that. Barbie Wilde is going to be in one of the segments. So she's also on the poster, and it's a great-looking poster as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then it looks like you found these next couple. Nicholas Vince is going to be at the Rob Knox London Film Festival.
Yeah, so it looks like 11 short films from rising young UK film and TV talent will be in competition. There's going to be an awards ceremony expected to include actors like John Altman, Nicholas Vince, and Ellie Ray Winstone. It's on the 6th of September, a Saturday, and the venue is in London. It's the Picture House Central. So that's a festival created by the Rob Knox Foundation in association with Picture House Central in London. And it's going to be the first ever Rob Knox London Film Festival. So you get a chance to see Nicholas Vince there. He'll be presenting some awards.
That'll be awesome. So he's not in any of the films. He's going to be a presenter this time.
That's right. It just says presentations from celebrities and industry professionals, such as John Altman, Nicholas Vince, and Ellie Ray Winstone. So depending on work commitments, Ray Winstone, who's also patron of the Rob Knox Foundation, is expected to be in attendance. And if you remember Ray Winstone, he's a British actor.
Steve Lyne selling photo of Clive and Cenobites from 1986.
Yeah, that's something that I found recently. You know that picture? Everybody knows that picture, I guess, if you've been around for a while, of Clive Barker sitting on the floor of the damp room in Ludovico Street.
Yes.
And then the Cenobites are just standing next to him, and Butterball is kneeling next to Clive Barker while fingering his wound. So, yeah, that's a great photo. And you can buy that photo directly from the photographer. He's got a website where he's selling that prints of that photo. If you're in England, you'll probably get a better deal. Right now, there's a whole bunch of issues with shipping things from the UK to the US because of the stupid tariffs that are being put on, items coming from Europe. But if you're in London, you can still get this on Steve Lyne's website. The photographer is in London, and he does offer prints of this photo in medium size or large size. Medium is 70 pounds. Large size is 95 pounds. But you'll be getting this amazing photograph in high quality and from the actual photographer. And I think it's a beautiful photo. And I'm thinking about buying it in the future whenever my finances are a little better.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Definitely something every Hellraiser fan should have on their wall.
And as I was going through my the Kickstarter stuff, I realized that there were also some posters that I had stored in there, and there are things that I want to hang up here in the studio too. I've got some autographed prints and Clive Barker art prints and the Best Cutler Gallery poster that I got autographed a long time ago, and now it's looking beat up. But I want to get those things framed and hang up in here.
It's still an amazing poster.
We're going to have 2 of those on the Kickstarter because I used to have like 12, and I've been gradually selling them over the Kickstarters, and now we've got still two left besides the one that's autographed to me.
Yeah, we got Fangorias. We've got old prints that never really got distributed from the Clive Barker Society with that Clive Barker drawing, Do Not Fear the Smiling World.
Right. We've got a bunch of those. We've got a Jericho t-shirt, for the game. Yeah. We've got in extra large size, I think it is. And we've got Lord of Illusions 4K Blu-ray. We've got Everville posters. I've got 3 of those. 2 Best Cutler Gallery posters, like I said.
Those are rare.
Razor line posters. I've got 4 of those. For
that's a beautiful
comics.
one.
Yeah,
that's a beautiful poster.
Imagica card game posters. Oh, this is super rare. I've got one of these left, but a tote bag for the Jacqueline S movie.
Oh my God, that's super rare.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've got a BarkerCast kids shirt that Joel's too big for now. So it's got the very first T-shirt design that we did, right?
Yeah.
That's right. Your design that you did. And then I've got an Aberrat hardcover. There's Silesium Pandoric posters signed by Barbie Wilde that had been provided by Eric Gross in the past. Sacrament paperback, Everville paperback, a hardcover of Memory, Prophecy, and Fantasy #3 that Rob Ridenauer gave us. The Fangorias that you'd mentioned about like Hellraiser 2 and stuff and Hellraiser 4. A bunch of BarkerCast buttons, little buttons. Some Dread fanzines, Dread 7, 8, 9, 10.
Were those buttons from Derek Horwood?
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
All right.
And Dread Children of Fire. The Smiling World poster that you mentioned. A comic called The Dark Book, Volume 1 that's signed. Halloween #1 is signed. Hellraiser Bestiary 4, 5, and 6. Hellraiser The Dark Watch #9. We've got Pinhead comic #1 through 5.
Oh my God, those are great.
Hellraiser, the 90s Hellraiser comic #3 and '6. And Nightbreed comic #2, 3, and 4. And that's just so far, without new donations. That's just the stuff that we already had. I'm excited about all that.
That's a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that because unfortunately, being a podcast for so long means the tech things start piling up, and then things like this happen, unexpected things like getting protection for our website so our website doesn't break and get malware and spread malware to anybody else. We want to make sure that our website is a place that people can go to for news and not worry about that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and when they describe to me where malware comes from nowadays, that they say it's from bots that use AI to spread malware. It's like, well, geez, how do people even stand a chance anymore?
Yeah,
that's like hard. Skynet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's Skynet, but it's Skynet that just wants to deliver you commercials for crap.
Yeah.
And take your personal information.
I don't know. Is that as bad as nuclear war? Maybe not, but it's really annoying.
Yeah.
So, also, in our last little bit of news, this was posted on Pete Atkins' social media. He said that this magazine called The Dark Side Magazine has a feature all about Wishmaster. So, yeah, people can check that out.
The cover features the Ladies of Terrifier, because I think Terrifier 4 is coming out at some point.
Oh, yeah. There's
a big retro article there. There's a 2-page splash of the gin in the magazine. Yeah. And you can find it on most Barnes & Nobles.
It says gin and panic, I think, on the picture.
Yeah, instead of gin and tonic. Yeah,
that's right.
That's hilarious. Pat Jankovic discovers how a freeway chase and a real-life serial killer helped shape an evil genie movie into an unexpected cult classic.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the name of the guy who did the interview, and there's a lot of stuff that Peter Atkins dropped on that interview. So it's a Dark Side number 270.
Yeah, so check it out. Coming next, obviously, probably our next episode, we'll be talking about the fundraiser because we'll be deep in it. I hope that we'll have it done by this Monday. So our title right now is Clive Barker Podcast Presents Fundraiser XI, the Patron Configuration. And that was Jose's idea. I think that's good because we wanted to sort of theme it off of the Hulu movie because that's the 11th Hellraiser movie. And this is our 11th fundraiser.
You were thinking about something connected to the Lauderant configuration.
Yeah, because Lauderant equals love and people showing love and stuff. But I don't know. That's a little bit of a stretch, maybe, and hard to put together.
I think the patron configuration ended up being a little clearer about what it's about.
Yeah.
Lauderant. Yeah. To be honest, I'd never heard the word before I saw the Hulu Hellraiser, to be honest.
Me either.
Yeah.
But the upside to that one is that it would make it clear that it was about the Hulu Hellraiser movie.
I do like the fact that the Lauderant configuration is the one that looks like the two pyramids stuck together, one upside down
like
and one the right way up,
like
a
an
big
hourglass
star.
shape almost.
Yeah, like a dodecahedron or whatever. I'm not sure how you call that, but it's like two pyramids stuck vertex to vertex until they poke out of the bottom of each other.
Yeah.
So I love that.
Yeah. I've never seen that in a Hellraiser movie before.
That's right.
Yeah. And then we'll have a trading cards episode, and I did look into it, and I found them. And so there's the box. Okay, the Box of Blood. This is about Books of Blood. It's just a bunch of like weird little cards depicting things that happen in Books of Blood stories. And then the Clive Barker cards, which are... It's been so long since I've looked at these, probably decades. They're Clive Barker artwork.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, I've got my last one is autographed.
Oh,
Jeez,
look
I
at that.
totally forgot that I did that.
It's that self-portrait one, right? With the guy with his head between his knees.
Yeah, exactly. So pretty neat. I'm excited. And then, of course, there's the Imagica cards. And there are Hellraiser cards, but it looks like you have to buy them in like little booster packs to collect them all. Or you can buy complete collections on eBay for like $60. So I might do that just to be more prepared for this episode.
And then there's the really rare trading cards that were not like in a themed Clive Barker collection, but like random things from other collections, like
like horror, the
Rawhead foil card and the I think it was a Fangoria series of cards.
And Book Club of Blood, the next story will be the Skins of the Father. So for our Patreon members or any of our avid listeners interested in joining us for our book club, the more the merrier. We love having the big discussions with Books of Blood stories.
Oh yeah, and this one never got adapted into any sort of script or anything. I mean, there was like a comic book adaptation, but it's a story that doesn't come up a lot, right?
I bet you there was a script that just never went anywhere because I think
probably
there's something
at least
for
that we
every
know
story.
about.
Yeah. And then I had mentioned previously that for Patreon, we were going to have this extended Peter Atkins material. And I had started putting the video together, but because of the website crashing and, this, like as soon as I got back from vacation, it was all dealing with this stupid website problem.
Yeah.
And then, so probably this weekend, while I'm also working on the Kickstarter and editing this episode, I'm also hoping, maybe I'm packing up too many things into just a 3-day weekend, but I'm also hoping to get that done too.
Yeah. I'll help as much as I can as well, creating graphics and stuff and see if I can come up with that t-shirt design, but we still have to brainstorm what ideas we'd like to go with.
Yeah.
I would love to do something. I'm not an artist myself. I can edit things together and collage things together. And I guess I could try my hand at drawing, but I'm not really that good at drawing. So whatever comes up is going to be a little kind of a thematic collage of things that I feel would go well together and create like an image of what would evoke something related to the themes of our podcast. But always open to suggestions here.
Yeah, any artists out there that have any ideas? Like maybe Dawn might be interested in doing a design for us.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. This podcast, having no beginning, will have no end. Thank you for joining us, and we hope you have subscribed or followed our podcast. You can find the Clive Barker Podcast wherever you find audio. Show notes for this episode, as well as news and reviews, can be found at our website at www.clivebarkercast.com. The Clive Barker Podcast, or BarkerCast, is an independent editorial podcast and blog that's not affiliated with Clive Barker or Seraphim Inc. This is a labor of love by the fans for the fans. You can chat with us on our Facebook BarkerCast listeners group, our Facebook page, Reddit, Blue Sky, or our Discord server. Have you already bought our book? The BarkerCast Interviews Occupy Midian, available in Amazon hardcover, Kindle, and Apple Books. Join our Patreon and become a patron to get access to exclusive stuff, pick an episode topic, or maybe join in the discussion. You can also buy a t-shirt in our TeePublic store. Just go to tpublic.com/stores/BarkerCast. Leave a voicemail for us on the SpeakPipe link on our blog, and we might put it in the episode. Opening and ending music generously provided by Ray Norrish.
Thanks for listening.